Alright, cool. So we're about to answer Peter's question. It's a pretty crazy question. He said, I lost his thing real quick. Let's check it out. What is he saying? When making a decision for yourself, where do you draw the line between selfishness and what's best for you? There's a little book that I like to read. It's 31 chapters. It's called Proverbs. Proverbs tells me a lot about common sense. So it says, like, a foolish man will speak his mind and a wise man will keep his mouth shut. So, I mean, honestly, even now, like, me talking is pretty stupid. Because why? Because I'm putting my ideas out there. If it's a bad idea, then it's not helping anybody. But if it's a great idea, then it's probably helping everybody. But if it's like, you know, a mediocre idea, it's better off not said. But have you ever been around quiet people and you just think they're like genius? You know why? It's because they don't say nothing. It's like, yo, that dude is smart because he's not saying anything. Like, I remember BC, I used to like kind of kick it in like the drug people's houses. And I just stay shut. I just stay quiet. And when people are like, yo, what do you think about this? I'd be like, and they're like, yeah, that's right. I do need to make my own decision. That's good, that's good. So like for a minute, they just called me like Mix because they didn't really know anything other than my like nickname. You know what I mean? But regardless, don't do drugs. All right? Which is probably better for everybody if you don't do drugs. But to get back to the real question, you want to make sure that it helps you and that it helps other people. If it's not helping you, even like first, that's like, what is that? That's almost stupid or selfless. You know what I mean? Helpless. Because if you're helping others, it's like, all right, cool, that's cool, but you know, you gotta kind of gain something. You don't have to gain anything, but it's all right to gain something from it. You know, at least experience. If you're not even gaining experience, I don't know how you just help somebody. If you're helping yourself first and not helping anybody, you're probably a criminal. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're like stealing from people, you're helping yourself, but you're taking away from somebody else, that's pretty criminal. If you're helping two people, like yourself and somebody else, that's genius. But if you're helping not even yourself and you're hurting other people, that's pretty stupid. So don't be stupid, be a genius. And if you can be helpful, you know, that's cool, be selfless. And just don't be selfish, man. Don't be a criminal or stupid. I hope that answers your question. I don't know. I just kind of went off on a ledge.
What's up? This is Sam, S&M and Friends and stuff. So I'm looking at all these questions. I don't know which one I want to answer yet. And there's a beat going on and I just feel like talking in a rhythmic way. But let me see which one. Probably this one. How about, what does it mean to be successful? Both in a personal sense and a general sense. To be successful is to know God, don't you forget that. Everything else is just vanity. I mean, if I were doing something on this world that made me a lot of money, and I was just like this, it wouldn't be successful.
Make it rain.
You know? Even if I were making it rain, I would be nothing without God. So, that's what it means to be successful if you found the one who gave you life. It's true.
It's S&M and Friends. We're going to answer some questions today. I'm going to be filming. Sam's going to be filming. Does that really matter? I don't care. I say whatever I want. I'm an American. So Sammy asked, if you could wake up tomorrow in the body of someone else, who would you pick and what would you do? Sam, to answer your question, I would have to definitely say Beyonce or Jesus. One, Jesus, because he can like walk through walls, he can come to people in visions, he can fly, he can go down to the depths of hell and talk to demons and tell them that he's won, and he can go back and sit at the right hand of the Father. Beyonce, one, because she's probably one of the hottest people on the planet right now. Two, she's a woman. Three, she tours all over the place. She's been to like 70,000 countries, if that even exists. I mean, I don't care. There's like what? How is there How is there 70,000 countries when there's only 7 countries? There's Africa, Asia, the United States, Brazil, and Australia.
Continent.
Context.
Context for continents.
Oh yeah. And then there's like North and South America, right? Anyway, Beyonce. Alright, how about you?
Vanessa Lara asked, what inspires you? Now me personally, what inspires me is this color, red. Red, every color inspires me. I mean, honestly, I can find inspiration in just about anything around this room and outside in this world. Honestly, I find everything inspiring to an extent. Even a story of somebody that's failing is inspiring, as well as somebody who is successful. Because inspirational is just seeing the aspects of the human spirit in every way. That inspires me. What inspires me most, though, is the hope that is found in Christ. And it may sound generic, but I'm totally honest. Because there's nothing, no life, nothing without Him. And He's the ultimate artist. And I just want to be like Him, more like Him, more like Him. People inspire me like Hayao Miyazaki. Happy birthday, Miyazaki! He's cool because he unleashes his raw creativity through his insane art. And that's something that inspires me. Other people that are passionate at what they do and have true skill, that care. Because apathy is death, and I've been learning that especially. Yeah. And those are people that really care. People that care inspire me. Miguel.
Alright, so the next question I think I'm going to answer is, what does a Christian relationship mean? Question mark lol. See, a Christian relationship would have to be, you're praying, you're reading, you're meditating, you're making sure that, you know, Jesus is next to you, inside of you, outside of you, over you, with you, by you, trying you, you know, testing to make sure that you don't fall to temptation. And that's just a relationship with Christ. Like when it comes to like a relationship with friends, it's like you guys are getting together, you got your Bible studies going on, you're in a group context, y'all like, you know, just chilling together. Like what is that called? Fellowship? Fellowship?
Fellows in a ship.
Fellows in a ship, dude. Fellas in a ship. But if you're not in that, then you know, how are you gonna find your chick so that you can build like a true Christian relationship? You know what I mean? Eventually, you know, the game plan is marriage, but then it's like your problems and her problems become a lot of problems. And if we look at the context of sin, there's so much sin in the planet that it's like that's double sin. It's like you gotta love your chick how you love yourself. So you can't treat her like crap, because that means that you don't love her, and that means that you don't love yourself. You know what I'm saying? So like, you gotta serve one another, wash one another's feet, make sure you guys are together and like loving one another. And that's like in the context of like everybody. You gotta love one another in all Christian relationships. If you love yourself, then you know that's good. But if you love God first, then others, then how much more will you love yourself? You know what I'm saying? Christian relationships. So one of the coolest people that I have happened to meet for like 30 seconds, sick name, Evelyn Escobar, asks, are you achieving happiness by chasing your dreams? That's one of the hardest questions I think I have ever had to answer. And like, I would say yeah, I'm achieving some sort of happiness. But I mean, true joy is found on the cross. Somebody once told me, yo, love the Lord your God with your whole heart, your whole mind, and all of your soul, and do whatever you want. So if I'm doing it to the glory of God, like, what are my dreams? Why not chase something big? Why not go against the grain? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not, like, straight up risk my life for the gospel of Jesus Christ and go out and do what I love? I paint, I dance, I talk on the internet, I make videos, I like to draw, I write poetry, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what do I really want to do with all this? I want to make ministries, I want to reach the kids. We do this for the kids, man, for the kids. If it's not for the children, then what are you doing it for? You know, they're the future. Whitney Houston told me that, and that's a quote from The Game. But straight up, like, chase your dreams, man. Don't be afraid to do what it is that you want to do. I'll tell you this, though, on your own strength, it's tough. Because if you're doing it by yourself, for yourself, then, like, you're going to die one day, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I've read stories about people like Coco Chanel and like Henry Ford and like the Carnegies. Like, those people got mad sick doing things off their own strength. But if you got Jesus Christ, you got a firm foundation, you got something that you can like jump off of and like keep going and like know that you place it all on Him and He makes it happen for what it is that you want to go do. You know what I mean? But don't be fooled, because this world, their God is their belly. You know what I'm saying? And they're always consuming all this trash. But when you have Jesus Christ, it's like your God is the God, the one and only true, like, maker and creator of all things, who holds everything in His hand, and at His word it is destroyed. So yeah, I chase my dreams, I chase happiness that way. Straight up. Sam.
So, Giovanna Dumera asked, why are we here? And I mean, she didn't really specify whether it was here or in a huge broad sense, like, why am I here, you know, like existentially, or why am I sitting in this chair? It's really, really cheap. And why am I smelling this Starry Night candle, which really, really smells like a dude who just got out of the shower and sat on a Starry Night leather couch. That's what it smells like to me. I don't know why I'm doing that. Probably because I bought it when it was on sale at Walmart. And why am I sitting here in this room is because I live with this guy Ted, who gave me a free room for a while because I went to school of ministry and he hooked me up, but now I have to pay him. Other than that, I mean, why am I in this room now? I'm making a video with my friend Miguel for S&M Productions because we're doing stuff on YouTube. Why am I talking like this? Because I want to sound a little dramatic and make you think I'm kind of cool. But it's probably not working. Why do I have all of these things in my room? Because I'm a freaking junkie about stuff like that. And I buy pens. And I keep pens. I hoard them. And I draw stuff. And in a general sense, we're here to chiefly glorify God. By whatever we do, we worship Him. Right now, I want to worship God because He made me, and that brings me the most joy.
Sick.
Hello.
So man, how's it going?
Hey. How's it going? Good. Tell me your name again.
Hey Ted.
Miguel. Okay. I'm like, I know we've
Hey,
met
Ted.
before.
Yeah,
Where's Candyland?
Candyland,
Yeah, where do you think Candyland is?
North Pole.
Why?
Because that's where candy canes are.
It's pretty good.
That was pretty sick.